Hello, trespassers. Welcome to my home and welcome to my library. It's story time here at Trespassers Will, and today I've picked out a really fun story for us to enjoy together. It's the story about a little sheep. This little sheep doesn't go along with the rest of his flock. He likes to do his own thing. It kind of reminds me of some children I've had in my classrooms before. Well, sit back and get comfortable. And let's see if you will enjoy the antics of this little sheep as much as I enjoy the antics of some of those free-spirited children in my classroom. Our story today is called WOOLBUR by Helakoski. Pictures by Lee Harper. Here's our title page. WOOLBUR by Helakoski. Pictures by Lee Harper. And before I start the story, I'm going to show you the dedication page. There are a lot of sheep dancing on this page, and I wonder if you can find the star of our story today named WOOLBUR. Look carefully. Do you see him dancing up here on this letter R? That's WOOLBUR. Here we go. WOOLBUR had a little trouble with the herd today, said Ma. What happened? Asked Pa. I don't want to stand still with the sheep, said WOOLBUR. I ran with the dogs instead. But those dogs are half wild, said Pa. I know, said WOOLBUR. Isn't it great? They'll run circles around you, said Ma. I know, said WOOLBUR. Isn't it great? Don't worry, said Grandpa. But Ma and Pa pulled their wool all night long. WOOLBUR had a little trouble in the shearing barn today, said Ma. What happened? Asked Pa. I don't want to shear my wool, said WOOLBUR. Being woolly feels nice. But it's springtime, said Pa. I know, said WOOLBUR. Isn't it great? Your wool is so long, said Ma. I know, said WOOLBUR. Isn't it great? Don't worry, said Grandpa. But Ma and Pa pulled on their wool all night long. WOOLBUR had a little trouble carding wool today, said Ma. What happened? Asked Pa. I carded my own wool, said WOOLBUR. No more tangles. But sheep don't card wool on their bodies, said Pa. I know, said WOOLBUR. Isn't it great? You look so different, said Ma. I know, said WOOLBUR. Isn't it great? Don't worry, said Grandpa. But Ma and Pa pulled on their wool all night long. WOOLBUR had a little trouble spinning today, said Ma. What happened? Asked Pa. I rode around on the spinning wheel, said WOOLBUR. It was fun. But spinning is not supposed to be fun, said Pa. I know, said WOOLBUR. Isn't it great? Your yarn is all loopy, said Ma. I know, said WOOLBUR. Isn't it great? Don't worry, said Grandpa. But Ma and Pa pulled on their wool all night long. WOOLBUR had a little trouble dyeing wool today, said Ma. What happened? Asked Pa. Instead of dyeing the yarn, I dyed myself, said Wilbur. I like experimenting. You look unbelievable, said Pa. I know, said Wilbur. Isn't it great? It will never wash out, said Ma. I know, said Wilbur. Isn't it great? Don't worry, said Grandpa. But Ma and Pa pulled on their wool all night long. Do you see Wilbur? Do you see how he dyed himself? Wilbur had a little trouble weaving today, said Ma. What happened? Asked Pa. I put my head in the loom, said Wilbur, to weave my forelock. But that's not what you were shown, said Pa. I know, said Wilbur. Isn't it great? It's unheard of, said Ma. I know, said Wilbur. Isn't it great? Don't worry, said Grandpa. But Ma and Pa pulled on their wool all night long. Finally, Ma and Pa took Wilbur aside and said, "You must follow the flock, dear. It's what we sheep do. From now on, you will stay with the herd like everyone else. You will shear wool like everyone else. You will card wool like everyone else. You will spin wool like everyone else. You will dye wool like everyone else. You will weave wool like everyone else." "Oh," said Wilbur. He thought and thought all night long. And from then on, he taught everyone to run with the dogs and let their wool grow, card their own wool, and spin crazy yarn, and experiment with color, and to weave their own forelocks. Ma and Pa put their heads in their hooves and sighed. "Wilbur does not think like we do," said Ma. "I know," said Pa. "Now everyone looks like Wilbur and acts like Wilbur," said Ma. "I know," said Pa. "How will we ever find him?" "Don't worry," said Grandpa. The end. And so, my free-spirited trespassers, I hope you will not follow the flock, and I hope that you will find your own way, much like the hero of our story named Wilbur. And even if you decide to experiment with color and you turn yourself blue, I'm going to give you a big thumbs up just for being you. Trespassers, have a wonderful rest of your day. I look forward to our reading again. Bye.